Good morning, folks. Happy Friday. I hope and pray that you're doing well today. Hope and pray that you're staying warm. Hope and pray you're staying safe. I am on my way across the mountain to beat the snow to get to my destination for my reserve weekend. So you all be in prayer for traveling mercies, and certainly a couple of other things to remember in prayer. Certainly let's remember the folks in California that are just being devastated by those wildfires out there, and just pray that God will intervene and pray that God will bring an end to all that devastation. And you all remember I put on the Facebook page last night, Pastor John's father. Pastor John is from Greenwood Baptist Church in Axton, and his father is at Duke. He's no longer in the ICU. That's good news, but he's still having a difficult time. So just pray God's grace, mercy, and healing upon him. I want to quote to you from Matthew chapter 18, verse number 20. It's a very, very familiar passage. Jesus says, "When 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, I am there in the midst." Isn't that a powerful statement right there? Jesus says, when 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, I am there in the midst. And that goes for worship service, it goes for devotional time, goes for prayer meeting, whatever the case may be. When 2 or 3 are gathered in his name, he promises he is right there in the midst. I say that to say this: worship is still happening on Sunday, even though I'm going to be on reserve duty. The only thing that's going to preclude that would, of course, be treacherous weather on Sunday. And should that happen, that information will be on the Facebook page so everybody will know. We definitely want everybody to stay safe. So if something weather-wise was to preclude worship on Sunday, we certainly will put that out there. But where 2 or 3 gathered in my name, think about that. Jesus said, in my name. So many times there's the tendency, and I say that because I'm on reserve duty this weekend, there's the tendency for people to skip out on church because the pastor is not in the pulpit. Well, you know what? It's not about me. It's not about my charisma or lack thereof. It's about worshiping God regardless. So I want to encourage you, be in the house of God this Sunday morning. Be there at Oak Level. If you watch our videos and you're a member of another church and you are fed and lifted up and feel God's presence as part of your church, be in your church. But the bottom line is, be in a service of worship. Because as Christians, we're commanded that. I say that all the time, but I think people take that too lightly. We are commanded to worship if we are Christians. You know, not a single one of us would be out of work unless, of course, we were deathly sick, or if icy roads or something was to preclude it. And nobody has a problem going to Walmart, no matter what the deal. So can't we be faithful to worship? Think about that. Why? Because God desires to be with us. Jesus said right there, when 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, I am there in the midst. So let me encourage you, be in worship this Sunday. Oak Level, I'm not going to be in the pulpit this Sunday. Pastor Jack Surma is going to be there. But be there. Be there to worship. Be there to praise God. Be there to fellowship with one another. Because God desires to be amongst you. And the way He's amongst you is 2 or 3 are gathered in His name. He is right there in the midst. What a powerful promise that is. So I hope and pray you have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope and pray you are safe. I hope and pray you stay warm. And I hope and pray that you are blessed by God this day. Remember, Oak Level, if by chance weather was to preclude worship service on Sunday, that info will be put on the Facebook page, so be sure you check on that. But beyond that, unless we say different, worship's still happening. So be there and be ready to praise God, be ready to worship God together this Sunday and experience God in the midst of that. Love you, folks, and I'll talk to you a little bit later. God bless you.